And we're live. All right. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. We're running a bit late and I don't have long. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Manners and respect to you. Thank you for being here this morning. And please remember to hit the thumbs up button as soon as you enter the chat so we can get this show on the road. So, Five Field says, afternoon, SouFlo and all on this platform, all the way from England. Okay, big up my UK family. I thought you were saying I'm so late that it's in the afternoon now. I'm only a few minutes late, and I don't have a lot of time. I think I owe it to you, right? Because I wasn't going to come on live this morning, but it would have been too sudden. And I've said this before that if you have a platform and you have people on it that follow you and respect what you do, you owe it to these people, these supporters, because without them, you don't have a platform. So you can't just disappear and not say nothing to the people then, right? On short notice, though, I'm getting ready to get on the road and do a whole lot of stuff. So, and I don't want to talk about it in details until after it's done, right? So that's what's going on. However, Medea, I get ready. I'm gonna say, yeah, me have a good little 30 minutes I can spare. Let me come spend this 30 minutes with the family and talk a couple of things. I saw a video of the great Shabba Rankin, and he said something about the new school of music coming out of Jamaica, which I wanted to talk about for a few minutes. But bigger than that, there is quite a few of these people. I don't know. I think a lot of you right now are probably familiar now with who Andre Stevens is, right? Okay. Andre Stevens is doing his thing on YouTube and on Instagram, and I tune into his material and watch because I'm not underground. He is more underground than I am. So some of the stuff that he put forward, like pictures and video clips and whatnot, I do draw from that sometimes, right? I've never been the type of person to just take information and then act like I'm the person that sourced it. I always tell people where I source my information from. That is just how I am, right? All right. Why me see a bag of comments under my comment and then people are in my inbox? In my inbox. We know say I fish from long time. I actually wrote down the comment that made me want to talk about this morning. So Flo, me know say you a Batman from a long time, you know. Me see how you all like up the fish video them and I go on like you like him too. Um, okay. Here's the thing. There are a few of our people out there that are doing social media stuff, both on YouTube and IG and other places. And I do follow those people. I've always been a big supporter of our people. People know that. This platform, for those who know me, know that I'm not one of them people there. As in, people's sexuality does not mean anything to me. I don't judge people based on their sexuality. So if you see me over somebody something, I hit the like button and I leave a comments. It don't mean say me like Batman. It don't mean say I'm co-signing the LGBTQ community and encouraging people to become a member of it. It don't mean any of that. It means that the topic that they're speaking about is resonating with me. I might have something to say about the topic, etc., etc., right? Never been a hypocrite, and I don't feel like I need to be a hypocrite now. Shout out to Andre Stevens. Me don't know the man's sexuality, and I don't want to know the man's sexuality. Me and him have had no such conversations about if he's gay, straight, or in between, or whatever. That's not of a concern to me. It's not of a concern to anybody that I deal with. That's never a question from me about people's sexuality. Me not have to explain myself. I can very much say, when you see me, you see my family. You know what I stand for, right? And me, they are tell the youth them and say that I'm leading by example. Go take care of your picnic them. Make sure you take care of your children. Me can't be no friend and no heal up from no boy who not take care of him youth them. I'm not one of them that encourage the wild life, have a bag of woman and a bag of wild picnic out there and you don't know where any of them are at and these kind of behavior. If you're that kind of person, I would prefer you not even heal me, right? Me and you have nothing in common. I'm encouraging people to take care of their children. That's it. Me no business if you're Batman or you're a fish or you're whatever they want to call it. But the hypocrisy is deep. The hypocrisy runs deep. The hypocrisy runs deep because these same people, I mean, this man in my inbox, you know, one long destructive, yes, that's one of the words, disrespectful kind of conversation, cussing with all him heart and soul. I don't do internet beef stuff. I don't have time for it. I'm too busy. But the fact that you are so invested in another man's sexuality says a lot about you. It doesn't really say nothing about him. It says a lot about you, right? And I've always wondered, and I'm going to say this again, I always give the side eye and the weird look to any man we call himself straight man that's so overly invested in another man's sexuality. I mean, there are so many other things that we can talk about. So many things are more important for us to get together to try to fix. But you rather stand on the sideline and talk about man body. And man, no, that not say nothing to me about him. It says something to me about you. You. So you me I watch. Right? You on the internet cursing out other people over man body. Think about that. I want you to really think about that because someone move like when you don't have no sense and you're not thinking, but you're exposing yourself, really, right? Now, funny enough, the same guys that say all this, I remember I did a show on SouFLoTV where I talked about the boys in Jamaica because we were talking about this explosion of like homosexuals coming out the woodworks, and some people were saying SouFlo and new times now, right? So they make it trendy so everybody want in it. And some of them youth here, them doing it for things. It's not that they're like that. Whatever the case may be, I get a beating because I said that a lot of this is going on in Jamaica. And some of them same tough face man, yeah, will act like, yo, what boy, and fish this and fish. Them same one that they are molest off the little youth them. There was a study that was done. And in that study, it showed that majority of the young men who now identify as either homosexual or gay or bisexual are part of the LGBTQ community, their first experience of anything sexual was with another male that was an older male that was either a family friend, some community person, or something like that. So some of them same tough face people here, where, hey, what boy, listen, fish that. On the same one that they touch up the little boy picking them. But you see, people don't want to talk about these type of things, right? Because every time we talk about children being molested or adults forcing themselves on these young picnic, we always have this picture in our mind that is some big grown man that's forcing himself on some little young girl. So that yes, dirty man and leave the picnic, them make them grow and all these things. But they fail to think about the little boy, them, the boys. You see it? And as soon as I bring that conversation up, hey boy, move on, go from around here. So Jamaica no set up. Nothing like that now, go on to Jamaica. And I'm telling you that it is. Right? I don't need y'all projecting anything on me. I need you to go sort out your own life. I know who I am. Me not care where you say I am. It doesn't matter to me. But I use this to explain or to talk about something on a broader topic. Right? Seymour says Andre is a very important Jamaican figure who helped a lot of people, and I could care less what he is. I support his platform, and I am of the same sentiment, and that's it, right? I love when I see people speak with intelligence. Him not talk like him have hot rice in his mouth and you can't understand what he's saying. I love when people have a way that they present their material that is engaging. He's all of those things. Also, most of the topics that I've seen him hit on are important topics, things that need to be discussed, things that are beneficial to us as a people, as a country. So it goes beyond that, his sexuality. You understand? Karen Notice says people always talk about little girls and boys are going through the same things. Yes, and our community, let me tell you this. Okay, so the Jamaican community has a deep hypocrisy thing going on, right? Where if a girl is gay, it's okay. If a girl wants to be with girls, it's okay, right? As long as she know to act like she a man. And even if she does act like she a man and conform to what they call butch or whatever else that look is, a more masculine look, the man them still said okay, because in their mind they always have this kind of fantasy like, well, maybe if she gay, I can jump in two and I still two girls, so I me and two girl. Yeah, so leave her alone, and them not really worry about that. Them always talk about the men, right? But come on, move from around here, fish, this and that, and the other. We're ignoring these little youths. We're ignoring these little youths. I'm gonna say it again. We are ignoring the little youth them. There are a lot of Jamaican little boys that are going through some messed up something, and you guys are ignoring them. Not only that, you're making the environment hostile for the victim. You are making the environment hostile for the victim to be able to come out and say, this is happening to me, so and so I do it to me, so and so I touch me. These little youth here in Jamaica, given how the culture set up, they are fearful to even come out and say anything, not because them feel like something is going to happen to the person who was doing something to them, but because of the stigma that is attached with. So from now on, I will be labeled a Batman. I mean, I want to be labeled a Batman. And some of them are like, me not gay, but this happened to me, right? I can't tell nobody because the crowd is going to come down on me now. So again, you are creating, when you push these kind of narratives, you are creating a hostile environment for the victims. And the victim them can't come out. You know, so the little girl them stop come out and say anything, because more than likely the person who did something to them, nothing really comes out of it. Our court system just get them like a slap on the wrist and go about your business, unless they're some flagrant offender who've done it multiple times. You have to get catch on video or do it and all these kind of things before them can say yes, okay, right? Mervyn the Point Jamaica Curse says, "In way up in a Andre business, asylum for you now, Andre." Hear me, someone. Big up to Andre, okay? Shout out to Andre Stevens. Big up to Andre. Him doing thing, and he's constructive about the way that he does his thing, and that me like. Me not see the man over there drag nobody and put and doing any, you know, those platforms that sell lies and sensationalize stories and do unnecessary stuff and them get a whole heap of views for it because that's what people want to hear and see. The truth is boring. If you spice it up with a bunch of lies, it becomes very interesting, like a movie now that them want to see it. Them don't want to really hear the truth. I don't see him doing any of that. Me see him do raw bond work on the platform, and I have to big that up. Now, I can't be a hypocrite. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I served in the U.S. military for quite some time, and there were people in there that were either here, there, and everywhere, let's say a part of the LGBTQ community. That was never my concern. My concern was when them orders came down and we had to pack our stuff and get ready to deploy into a combat zone. The only thing I want to know is that you're well trained and that you're ready to go. Because, see, I have to come back home to my family. And I'm giving you a vow that I'm making sure that if you left with me, you're coming back with me. And we about to go fight this thing out together and come back home together. Sexuality not have no place in that. Left Dessa and started working in the medical field. Okay, I'm in the medical field. I can't be in the medical field and tell a patient that I don't want to see him or her because they're gay. I can't, oh yeah, Batman, somebody else go take care of that one. Yeah. I can't do that. So why be a hypocrite? And I've worked alongside highly educated individuals who are also a part of the LGBTQ community. And some of them not afraid. Those of you who work in the medical field, you already know how it goes. When professionalism takes place on the floor in front of clients, and then, you know, in the lounge where in the back room, that's up, where all staff meet, whether it's lunch break or whatever, people come out and be themselves, and then put on back them professional face when it's time to hit the floor again and go deal with patients and clients, right? Okay, so you're in that environment, you see who is who. Some of them are really outspoken about it and these kind of things. Some of them so graphic, sometimes you have to cock your ears because you know what, hear the details, right? Me sit down there, hear man I talk about how him cock up himself and man diggy man this and that. And I'm in there and I'm like, and I have to hold it. Me can't in there, yo, me don't want to hear no fish conversation around us a dog about him or something that. Y'all got to elevate and get above that stupid stuff. The world is much bigger than just that and that's all. And what you find is you stuck right there. Who does that benefit? Who does that benefit? Not to mention, I said it before, me I gonna say it again. No for uno who are going like say, you treat like arrow, you bend up like S on the low. So don't project your insecurities on me. Maybe you want me to apologize that you're angry that you can't come out and live the true you because you see how the environment is for you if you actually come out. Maybe you're tired of pretending, so now you're projecting on me. Listen, leave me out of your foolishness, my friend. Leave me out of your foolishness. Those who have followed me for a while know, and I've spoken about this many times before, my motto is live and let live. Me never create earth. Me come see it. And apparently, whole heap of people did there before me. And I understand that I have to live here. I have to coexist. I have to carve out something here for myself and my children. And then my time will come where I say my goodbyes too. And them cremate me or dash me in the ground and bury me or whatever. We all go that route. So we have a limited amount of time here. None of us don't know when few minutes and moments is coming and we are going to be gone from here. So I refuse to spend my time worried about a next man body or a next woman private part and who she rub it pan and where them put it. I got way more important things to do, right? Let's take this call real quick. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, General.
Morning, fam. What go on?
There, you know. So, want to touch on a topic where I'm not sure if it's on your board for this morning. The Tory Lanes thing.
Right? Yeah, may I do that on the other channel still, not on this channel. But
yeah, me know.
Right.
So me just watch the video you post, right?
Okay.
And me kind of confused because I two different stories me are here. Right? Now the friend testifies, see? And the original story when all this came up was that the friend was the one always getting the guys, right?
Right.
So if she was the one who was involved with Tory first, and then got sick, and Megan then Ronnie.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that yesterday this morning. I don't mean to cut you off, but me not on a certain topic this morning. Me don't want to do that yesterday. That's gonna cut off the thing, and me don't have enough time.
All right.
You see? All right, Manners here.
Yeah.
All right, so for stuff like that, that's why I said starting out in the new year, I'll be going live on the other channel where we can talk about them kind of something there, but that's not what I'm talking about this morning. I never want to stray too far from where we're there right now. Vicky Victory says, I wouldn't want a gay child, but I'd rather have a lesbian daughter than a son and a man a ride him or him a ride a man. All right, Vicky, let me put it to you like this, right? You see how detailed. Let me show one example. Watch this. You see how detailed your little statement is. I wouldn't want a gay child. Understood. But I'd rather have a lesbian daughter than a son and a man a ride him or him a ride a man. That's your statement. All right. In order for you to type that, you have to first sit down there and think that both man a ride him or him a ride man. That's the part where I'm saying is too much in your brain as a person to go that far to lend my brain cells to even fathom, like, think that up before. Like, it's such not a concern to me. It's such not a concern to me, because if it starts to become a concern, then me have to go start think about what them do and how them get for them kicks and jollies off, and why would I be that invested if I'm saying I'm a heterosexual man, and that is that. Me not have to scream it out. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Me just live my life, and my life is my example. If me do want man, you would have seen me with man. And me would have say, yo, SouFlo is a Batman for real in a real life, and I wouldn't care. Cause that me would have be. See? But I'm living my life by example, so I don't have to scream out every morning. Just know, so when you see me picking them. When you see me woman, and that. And when I speak about family and a family unit and that, right? Man, woman, and children. That's something there. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna advocate hate towards others who have a different lifestyle or of a different persuasion, so to speak. Then, see, it shouldn't be that much of a concern for me that me I'll build up hate for. It's just not in my thought process. See? Crystal G, where Crystal G said he wants you on his platform, bad. I wouldn't mind going on his platform actually. It's a matter of coordinating, you know. We talked about it before. I'm a busy person. Some people call me and I have to explain, say, a six pick me have, you know, two business me running, you know, and I work from home too. So my day is going and going, and I try to fit some time in there. Like somebody called me the other day, yesterday it was, SouFlo, and I'm a long time listener, and I have some things I want to talk to you about and stuff. And I'm saying, me just finish doing my workout, and I have about 20 minutes to make it from the park to my daughter's school. And I got to pick my daughter up now. I'm up at 4 and 3 o'clock every day, putting materials together, working, finishing up projects, all this kind of stuff. And by the time roll around, it's time to start morning thoughts. And then you see how long morning thoughts go more time. And then by the time morning thoughts done, I have two babies that are around me while their mom goes off to the gym, just to give you an idea. And then by the time she do her little hour and a half, 2 hour at the gym and come back to the house, she have the babies, and it's my turn to go get a workout. We are try to keep fitness in our life and these kind of things. By the time me done workout, that's a school done for my daughter, the older one. Now me have to go pick she up from school. And my day rolls like that. And in the meantime, my phone stay ringing and people stay wanting to talk about stuff. So I don't really have the time. So, you know, and I told him that. So when we are able to carve out a time, then for sure, I would love to sit on his platform. Somebody linked me and said, I'm glad you never got on his platform, boy, because be a foolishness still go on and so on. And I think you're much bigger than that, SouFlo, and so on. I appreciate you thinking all that, but I never look upon myself like I'm much bigger than anybody. I always look at myself as somebody that can fit in where I need to fit in order to be beneficial to the bigger picture. See? That's like an army thing. Fit in where you fit in and be a part of something greater than yourself. And that's just how I function. Karen Notice says, who cares about your sexuality? And there's so much more to think and talk about. Absolutely. And Seymour says, I hope he knows that if he touched Andre, the amount of straight man that would have beat him, he'd be surprised. He'd be surprised. Yeah, you know, say Andre walk around at Jamaica, nobody him. So I don't know why you on the internet killing up yourself, and then you're taking it out on me. You take it out on me like you want me and you forgot to war. In gone from this to start talk about me as in me in a disrespectful manner. Where's the messages? Listen, somebody did this before, right? And I exposed the person and the account, and the person actually got administration to get me to remove the material. So me don't know how that work, but it's you harassing me and me showing it to my audience, and they got me to remove it because his phone number showed on the thing. His number didn't show up on something. It was a WhatsApp thing with them sent, right? Yep, a lot of pretending going on out there. Yeah, Jamaicans act like things that are happening in the world, some of it is not happening. No, none of that. No, go on a yard. We know in them something there. Y'all keep that tough stance, man. That's exactly the reason why we can't get better in certain areas. We have a lot of traumatized youths, both males and females, that are walking around with no help in sight. They've been traumatized repeatedly, and they have to live with that trauma. Said this already, I'll say it again. When you see some of the youth them act out in a certain way, bodies dropping everywhere, they kill cold and callous, it's because of these things. You understand? And them develop this level of I want revenge, and also a level of self-hate, and a level of confusion. You understand? And I don't want to be a part of that narrative. I want to be a part of the healing process. A part of the healing process. Audrey Wright says you never know how your children will turn out. And that's facts. The most you can do is impart unto them what was imparted unto you, or if nothing good was, or impart unto them, what you think and how you think they should grow and all that. That's a parent's duty, a parent job. But after that, it's their life to live. So I know you control the outcome of what they become. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, fam. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Listen, these things have been going on in Jamaica for a long time. Back in the 80s when I was growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right next door, there was a guy there, and every day he would get dressed. And everybody knew he was gay. Nobody bothered him in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
When he come back, he
Wait,
would come.
you're breaking up on us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe you were moving around or something. You have us on speaker or Bluetooth?
No, sir.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see if I.
You sound good now, but you just started breaking up.
I don't know. Sometimes the internet doesn't work that well.
All right, you sound good now. Keep talking. We can hear you.
Okay, so when he goes out, he will come and he will talk to the lady.
Mm-hmm.
At the place where I was living at the time. And all he would deal with was lawyers and doctors, and these was married men.
Right.
So when people say, oh, and this was in the 80s, nobody bothered him.
From the 80s, and this is in Jamaica?
This was in Jamaica.
All right. So they're acting as if this doesn't happen and they don't exist. And
it's been happening.
All right.
You remember back in the days when they wear those, what was it, rayon suits and all those things?
Mm-hmm.
That's how that man would dress. And I mean, big guy. He wasn't a small guy, big, tall guy.
And that was
so this
thing.
Has been going on for the longest.
But my thing is this: the overly invested in, to the point where you can't talk to these people about anything constructive because they're much more concerned about the person's sexuality than they are about the topic that the person is discussing or the problem the person is tackling or trying to tackle.
But my thing is, I mean, I don't care what you are.
Right.
As long as you know I'm straight, I know what you are. You go on about your business, I go on about my business. If we have a friendship, we have a friendship. You don't disrespect me, I don't disrespect you.
That's where my thing is at. I don't care
what you do with your life.
That's where my thing is at. It's based on respect.
Yeah.
Yes. It's based on respect. You respect me, I respect you. That's it. Nothing more. Right. And you know what? if half of these people who are talking all that, actually all of them probably, if they should say get in an accident and have to go to the hospital, they're not stopping to check when they need some life-saving procedure done. Hold up, wait. The doctor is about the man. Yeah, it means all right. Me no want him operate upon me then. They're not stopping. They don't. When they go to restaurants to eat, they don't stop to check. Is about the man cook the food? Yeah. No, okay, me we eat some. Yeah, him gay. All right, me no want nothing from the kitchen. Then I'll go to another restaurant. They don't stop to check these things, so they don't stop to check even the fashions, the clothing that they wear. Oh wait, who created this line right here? Is a gay man or a gay man fashion this?
Nobody said anything about that.
Right. So it's so many aspects.
Let me tell you. No, even not to cut you up. When I was working in the hospital, when people come in there and they're gay, bisexual, whatever, I never asked question.
And you shouldn't. You can't. Right.
It was none of my business. The one guy looked at me one time and he said, "Listen, make sure you glove up." I said, "I always do." And he said, no, like double or something because such and such and such. And I'm like, okay. And I just left it as that. I never say another word. I never treat him any way different. Nothing. I go in, I do what I have to do, and I take my time and I go about my business.
Right. In a professional manner. And that's it.
So we need to stop. We need to stop. And this is where the hate comes from because we hate ourselves so much where we try to put it out on other people.
Right. That projection.
Let people live their life.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm 100% that's my 2 cents this morning. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you greatly, my friend.
Have a great day.
You too now.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. And big up to what somebody just said. It's Christmas lunch today. Catch you all later. Naturally yours. Naturally yours. Have a wonderful day. Like I said before, I don't have a long time on here. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm going to be spotty for the next couple of days, probably about a week or two or so. And it's because I have a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, which I will talk about after I'm done take care of all the stuff from behind the scenes, like I normally do, right? So just know that something not going. It's not that I'm ignoring you and all that. Lady B says your sexuality is just one face, one facet of what makes up who you are. Everyone deserves to live happily and comfortably. Hey, I don't business. It's not my concern. So when you see me over whoever you think is gay, and you see me over there and I'm having a conversation with them or I'm hitting the like button or whatever, stay the hell out of my inbox, please. And stop flooding me with all this unnecessary disrespect and stupidity. That is your life, and don't project none of it on me. Go and go take care of yourself. See? Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, are you hearing me loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
All right, you want more answer to you. I don't have a problem with you being an Andre, but let me tell you, someone that I love, I don't hate him, but in doing the research, so therefore you do research, all right, this person would have said this, but because he came on the same bang and he's trending so huge, he just think that he's high and untouchable. The other night, I even stopped watching some. I'm not addicted to him as I am. As you know, you are my person, my everything. Yes, and you just saw it from him and you don't hide it. You talk it. That's what I love about you. Right. One thing when I look at Andre, I think he did a rape show. And he was saying, SouFlo, if you come in, this and that, and trying them put that thing out as in saying they're against raping the teenage and rape woman and everything. But I'm saying to myself, you're not doing your research, because if you was doing your research, you would have known that SouFlo was all over this topic, how many topics for years and speaking about this stuff.
Right.
So I look at him in that way, and I don't like. And then he's just thinking that he's all this God. Now I watch that, and one thing that turned me off huge from him the other night, he did a interview with Mr. Patterson, and let me tell you what hurt me the most. The comment section, what you're saying, Andrew, you're biased. Allow Mr. Patterson to speak, because you know Mr. Patterson is not this aggressive person, and if he said I'm not the average politician,
right?
You can't tell you the truth. You just want to come and tell a lie, and that hurts me. They say, oh, you mean? I mean, this get aggressive from the man, and I watch him with Damon Crawford interview, and I'm not going to be biased and saying, me no remember the time. Maybe somebody can say, and give Damon Crawford a good time, and we angle Damon Crawford, he have 500 needles in his hands. with a balloon with name and in the balloon in and that has said. So to show you how nice him and Uncle Crawford. And also Uncle Mr. Pattinson. And the comment section of it take down on him and say, Andrew, you're too biased. You're not giving Mr. Pattinson a fair time to talk. And you just have cut off his story. And he's saying whatever happened with his channel. I say, so you want one? Look here, everybody knows that who is after Mr. Pattinson because they must say, no, this should not be Jamaica. So this man coming want to change Jamaica, and people is coming. So your platform is small and all of that. It's not everybody ever grab everything and the nonsense. Yes, because he has some things on it. Well, people will grab to, but all I'm saying, give the man a fair chance. So it's like that. Drive the deep wedge, you know what I mean, for him. And listen to me and everybody, they control the phone, they control what they do. Not because the things say you're trending and everybody has to be on. Me, I go on. Yes, and I subscribe. Anytime I go on Sunday, this week said, go listen tonight. I will, and I will like the video because any platform I go, the first thing I do is like the video. But I keep my little things small. But what I'm saying, Andrea, you need to go validate some stories. You know the reason why I said so? One man called him once and said to him, Babsy Grange bought one murderer, one police to shoot down the car, rent the car. And I know it is true. And the man said to him, check, it was on TV, no. And I know it was true. You are not too big to go and check. You have to check yourself. This is your platform. You say you're a journalist. And you call yourself journalist, you know. Not nobody knows you. What you call it, you know, self-proclaimed journalism. No, look at you with comparison. And I say, may I compare this man, you know. Let me just say something. Remember the morning when you do the show, you said the whole man was with internally. Man, brother name, you know what I talk about? And he said, no, the man of discrimination. Somebody in the texting part, texting and said, SouFLo, text and go on YouTube or Google it and check. And you big, and you check, and you say, see that bounty killer. You understand me? So, to me, Andre Thomas, and listen to me, the night too, I did not want you on the platform that night too. Let me be honest with you. That night was not for you. I'm just to tell you the truth. Whether you accept it, yes or no. That night was just not for you. I mean, I tell you. No. I think he still needs a little talking to because he thinks that is too much and nobody can talk to, which he has in a group, which everybody's going to have this same group and all like that. But I think he needs somebody sitting down and talk to him and say, listen to me. Just like how you would have said, you give 2 lakhs one talk behind these things because you will disagree with some things that he said, which I would want, you know, but at the same time, you able to can reach him. Somebody can reach him. Andre thinks they might too much of a guy. I don't hate him. I don't hate him, but I watch people. I can analyze people for myself. Yes, I can analyze people for myself. Analyze a story. Know when you the truth see yourself and when it is biased. So it's not like you who listen to the next side who disagree with you. Why he tell you the panic in cut you quick and a gospel.
And that is what separates. Watch me, and I understand everything what you're saying. That is what separates us. So when people say stuff like SouFLo, this new person out there, and them, I'm not concerned because we have different personalities, right? And it's right, and it's how you handle stuff. Everybody can have a YouTube channel. Everybody can build a platform or try to, but it's how you handle your platform. Right? It's how you handle it.
Again, you said you don't break stories, and I agree with the committee. Oh, it's not the break story. I have to come back and apologize, say wrong.
And I learned that too. Yeah, and I learned that early.
So I watch you where you said you learned that you're not the break of no story.
No, go to the news for that.
And you look for evidence and you just try to say, listen to me, let us go through this, see what we can learn from it.
Right.
And somebody must say to Andre, say, look at this, and there are so many things that drive a wedge between me and him. When I said to him once, I said, Andre, you're marching. Who gave you that privilege or able was to make you have that? Mr. Pattinson sacrificed himself when the whole world watched. When Andrew said, come, handcuff the man. And I said, Mr. Pattinson is the reason why you have that privilege. And he was in denial about it.
Well, I don't.
Yeah,
So here's
that's
my
it.
thing. Thank you, and thank you for speaking your mind, like you always do. But here's my thing. So I'm not invested that way. I don't watch Andre material that much.
Neither. Yeah, I
Right. You see
understand
when you see
because
like when
yes,
him go live and all that. I don't know about those cause me they are doing one thing. When I'm
yes, and
scrolling
I
when I'm
know.
scrolling through Instagram though, and I see cause he posts a lot on Instagram, and these are topics where I find valid. Just like I'm gonna take it from anywhere else, his
Yes,
material is more pertaining to stuff that would be interesting to the people who tune into my platform. So when I scroll through, I miss
yes,
certain things. Like yesterday. Yesterday, I scroll through, see, I see
yes,
Imadua, he was talking to somebody on the phone, and it was about this man that say him blow upon the baby for air dry the baby.
yes. Yeah, I
You
saw the
saw that?
headline. Yes,
Okay.
I
So
saw the headline. I don't watch
stuff
it,
like
but it
stuff that.
intrigued me to go watch it.
Right.
Yes.
So stuff like that, I will pass through and I will say stuff like, "Yo, this is a child molester that was caught in the act." And the woman asked
Yes,
him why him a blow up on the baby private part and a baby between the baby
yes,
legs. Him talk about him a air dry the baby because when we hang clothes online, the breeze dries the clothes. And the fact that a man was there explaining this in this manner, I'm like, so Mr. Andre, this is a child molester that got caught in the act.
exactly.
Right. I'ma leave. And that's it. I'ma leave. I'm going on to
Yes,
other
because you
things,
want
right?
the idea,
But
you
but
catch.
but
Yes,
then people see me left a comment and then them take it up on them head now. And I say, oh, me see y'all like up the fish your video, Y'all go on like you like the fish. Me know say y'all
but
Batman
look
from
here
long time,
now.
so
How
flow
comes the
and that.
man know say you? How comes the
Call
man
him
know say
over
you
there
like
too.
the fish video?
Call him over there too, not
Everything
true?
too simple, but
All
me
right.
don't know why you give him so much energy this morning because I was like, peaceful
We
you're giving this
we use
boy.
it for discuss something else, man. It's not giving any energy,
Me
it's
understand.
using it.
But
You have to
no
use the
man,
waste
because you don't hear
argument
what Andre
sometimes.
Fee says.
Right, you have to use the waste argument sometimes to turn it into
Yes.
something
And then guess what
better
happened?
or something
As you
onto
said,
something bigger.
any oil cost Andre, the amount of straight man or would have deal with in case, which me love that about. And yes, they would have deal with in case plus tax.
Saying,
Anyhow,
yeah, man, big up
me
yourself.
know you there run and go and do your thing and love and respect.
Manners and
We're
respect to you
there for
all the
you.
time here.
All right, we're not watching the crowd. We're not watching the
Same way.
crowd.
Same
We're
stuff.
not watching the crowd. And by the way, let me still ask you your opinion. Did you ever get a chance to watch the UIC on his platform?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I know. All right, maybe you don't want to give your opinion. Let me let you write it.
All right. We'll talk about
All
that
right,
for
then.
another
Love you.
time. I love you.
Yes.
All right.
Right.
Take care. All right. Yeah, that's somebody that's always here and always supporting the platform and stuff like that. And I think she's the one that actually said it. Like, I mean, I think the platform the for you. I think you're way above that and all this. But here's the thing. If I'm gonna go on a platform, I have to know what the topic is about. You're not gonna put me on a platform and then we're on the platform discussing men that like men, cause that me not have nothing to say with that. So I don't want to catch myself on camera just stuck and don't have nothing to say. And I'm wondering why am I even here? So obviously, if I was going and I agreed to go on somebody's platform, anybody, it would have to be a topic along the lines of the things that I'm interested in and the things that I can contribute to, right? So I'm gonna just do my thing willy-nilly. So, but back to what we did I said before now, at the end of the day, it's not us giving negative people energy. Y'all gotta understand how this thing works. You see, if you stay quiet and you let the people who know truth, if they never speak, then the lies will become very loud and people will believe the lies to be the truth. So those who know truth, they have the responsibility to speak truth and speak it louder than the lies so the people them know truth. You understand? So that with that principle is how I do things. Not that we're giving people any or giving negative persons any power or anything like that. If I was exposing the person now and sending it to his platform and saying, yo, is this man say it and is this person said that, then that would be like giving them power. Cause everybody are gonna run go look for say, let me see who did I say it to SouFlo and whatever, and now they're getting attention. I just use the topic and the information that was said, exchanged, and come make a argument or a case out of it. But that's where we are with that. Listen, end of the day, leave it like this. My time short this morning. leave it like this. When I say manners and respect to everybody, me mean manners and respect to everybody. I mean manners and respect to straight people and none to gay people. I don't care about your sexuality, and I encourage people to live their life the same way. Somebody's sexuality shouldn't be at the forefront of your mind. Bigger, more important things are there to speak about. Last call for the morning, and then we're out of here. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing this morning?
Good.
Talk to me.
Yeah, I had to go back to the beginning of the live. I'm like, what is this conversation about?
Right.
So I got a sense of it. I don't know Andre personally, but from what I see of his work, he has he don't put his whatever his sexuality, he don't put it out there. It's not like in the US where, you know, the kind of things going on. I understand as a culture we don't like certain things.
Right.
But to me, you do it in your bedroom, keep it in your bedroom, not my business.
That's
right? He is doing more for Jamaica than some of these people in your comments who are Twitter and keyboard revolutionaries. Okay? Since they have so much energy, Jamaica's fallen apart. Men are supposed to be the builders. Men are supposed to bend nature into submission for the women and children. So since we have so much time, that is what y'all are supposed to be doing. There should not be the Chinese man taking over Jamaica or the English man taking over Jamaica. And our men are online talking about who's a batty man and who's not a batty man. You're falling to the wayside. You're falling below standard. Get up and do something and fix the country. You see how the Sri Lankan man them come out a few months ago? You didn't see one woman or child in the mix.
And had instant change.
Build and change.
Right.
So that's what we need. We need builders and changers. So get to work.
With that said, thank you. And with that said, that's where we're leaving it this morning. Right, that's all. I couldn't have said it any better. All right. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I'm keeping it short this morning. We'll be back. All right, and just keep your notification bell on. I had a whole lot I wanted to talk about this morning, but we're gonna left it right there because I'm short on time. All right, my love you know. Stay good. Keep a smile on your face. Life is short. All right, and live up. That's it. I'm out. Peace.